Hi all, today we are going to see about observables in Angular. So what is observables? Observables is nothing but a way to handle asynchronous programming. Asynchronous you mean that you don't know when the data will come back. So for in those situations we use observables. Okay, observables was not is not part of JavaScript and it was not other thing you need to understand is it was not created by a Angular team. It was created by a third-party team called ReactX, and they have proposed observables not only in JavaScript but many other languages, almost all languages like Java, Python, and Clojure, and many others. Okay, in JavaScript it is called as Rxjs. Maybe in Java it is called as Rxjava, and in Python it is called as Rxpython. Okay. What is observable? So you can understand it as a stream of data. Okay, it is a stream of data. The observable can keep on sending data. That's what I mean by stream of data, and it is closer to observer pattern. That is, we have a observable, and there are many observers who want to subscribe to that observable. So when the observable has data, it will emit the data to all the subscribers who have subscribed to that observable. Okay, and this stream of data will continue till the observable says it has complete, or the observable meets with a error. So this will continue. So it is almost similar to observer pattern. Okay, so observables, if you take in Angular, it has been used in many places. Okay, they have used observable almost in all places. So if you have come across event emitters, you send data from child component to a parent component using event emitters. That internally makes use of observable because the event emitter extends from observable. So the the parent component almost subscribes to the child component. Whenever the child component sends data, it subscribes and receives the data, and it is a similar case. Okay, that's what I mentioned here, that event emitter output. In other cases it has been used at many times for routing. If you come across routing, it is almost the Angular has used observables so that it can look for the routing which the user has provided. Maybe user changes from home to some other thing, login, or user one, whatever. It is actually subscribed to the data to receive the router from the browser. Okay, and commonly observables we use it for HTTP service. Whenever the Angular application wants to make a call to the server, we use it in case of HTTP service. Okay, so let us now see observable in practice. Let us take a sample application and put our write a sample observable and see how it works. This is my sample application. Let me start it. Now the application has started, so it will look something similar to this. We will actually do it in the app component.ts. Hope you all know that there is a app component which will be the first component which loads. We will actually see the result in the console. Okay, to start with Rxjs observable, as I mentioned earlier, observable is not a part of JavaScript. Okay, you need to install the package from Rxjs. So you need to have this package. So you have to download. You have to save it as save and download Rxjs. Okay, let me see. Wait for it to download. We are doing this because observables, though it is proposed in JavaScript, it is not still a part of JavaScript. So your JavaScript will not have observables. you have to install this package Rxjs so that we can import observables from that. Let us wait. So now it has added the package Rxjs package into our node package, that is into our node modules. Now we are okay to use observables from that. So let us proceed to use observables from Rxjs. So let me create observable. So for that, let me do it on ng OnInit so that we can see the observable in working. Okay, let me create observer. So let me first you need to have a observable. Okay, observable can make it to auto import from Rxjs. If you do it, we will see that it is imported from Rxjs. So it is imported from Rxjs. Now the observable is imported. So let me create it. You have to create it, and inside that you need to have an observer. This is a callback basically, and it is of type observer. This should also be imported from Rxjs. So we also need to mention which data the observer will be sending. So in my case, I want the observer to send string data, and I will make this observers to this observable receive that. So so this is the syntax. Okay, this will return a observable object on which we have to subscribe. So now I have to make the observer send some data so that all the subscribers or the observers can receive the data. Okay, so let me do that. How to make it send data? You can have a maybe for this case, let me have a set timeout. So we are supposed to put all our asynchronous operations inside this place. Okay, this is where all the asynchronous operations will go. Okay, like sending, calling the server, or doing something which we don't know when it will complete. All those operations you are supposed to put here. So for explanation purpose, let me have a set timeout. As you know, this is also a asynchronous operation. So when I will have a function which will execute after 2000 milliseconds, I will have. Okay, and in this is a function basically. So here I will I will make use of the observer. Okay, which was injected to me by the observable. Okay, this is a callback. So this observer is given to me by the observable. Okay, so I will say observer. Like this, we have to send data to the subscribers. Maybe I will send 1000. Okay, now I have sent 1000. Okay, likewise, we have sent one data. If you take a promise, we can say send or resolve or reject only once. But as I mentioned, observable is a stream of data. You can keep on sending data till you send complete. That's when you say that I have completed with sending data, so close the stream, something like that. So that subscriber will, that observable object will not exist anymore and it will be closed. So let me send another data. Okay, this is the first data I'm sending. Maybe after 4000 milliseconds, I will send 2000. Okay, I'm sending this. Now the observer is sending data. I have to make this observable is sending data. I have to make someone to receive it, right? Okay. Let me have something. I will have subscribers now. Subscriber 1. Okay. We can have a n number of subscribers. So the subscriber you have to create by making use of the observable object and subscribe and calling subscribe on that. Okay, subscribe. So in the case of observer, the first will be the data. Okay, first callback will be the data received, and the second callback will be the error. Okay, and third will be called when the observable says it is complete. I am complete with sending data. See, this is second, and third is when it says that it is complete with sending data. Okay, so this will be success case. This is the place of callback when whenever the data sends in the observer, it will be received in this callback. Okay, so I can say console log data. Okay, maybe whatever received in that. So second place will be error. The third will be complete. Whenever it is complete, it will be calling this place. Okay. Call in case. Let me reiterate. The first callback will be for success. That is when data is sent by observer, it will be received in this callback. Second, when the observable has faces any error, it will be sent. When it sends the error, it will be sent here. And the complete, it is when the observable says it is send the complete data. So now let us see whether this 1000 and 2000 is received by the subscriber. So to check that, let us go to the application, okay, and see whether the data is received. Now can you see that after maybe as we mentioned here, after 2000 millisecond, this is received by the subscriber. Maybe after 4000, this has been received after a certain delay. Okay. Now let us send a error from the observer. Okay. Let me add another thing. When the observable faces any error, okay, let me have it as 6000. And let me, for sending the error, you just have to mention it as error. Okay. Error and the value you want to send. Maybe saying that not a valid request. Something like that. I will add one other, I will also send one other data from the observable, maybe after 8000. Let us see whether it has been sent. Okay, let me have it as 4000. I should be seeing this error now, and I should not be seeing this 4000 because once the observable encounters a error, it will stop at the moment. It will not proceed further. Okay. Let me check it. Oh, it received data 1000, 2000, then it should be receiving error. So you see, error is received by the subscriber. After that, the observer will never send this data because once a error is sent, that's it. Okay.